This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Chesapeake Eye Center.
Many of us watched actress Jennie Garth burst into superstardom when she was just a young woman playing Kelly Taylor on Beverly Hills 90210. Now she has an extensive acting career under her belt, and she's raising 3 young women of her own. She's also finding time to help others, the millions of children in this country who need but can't afford eyeglasses. Well, Jennie joins us today to tell us more, along with Stephen Schaller, who is the president of the Essilor Vision Foundation. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Jennie, let me ask you something real quick. You've taken on the role as National Ambassador for the I Saw Good campaign. Tell me about that.
Well, it's a great opportunity for everybody out there to feel like they're helping other people. It's see good, share good, do good. We're asking that people take pictures of things that they see as good around them and share those pictures with the hashtag #ISawGood. And by doing that, you'll be triggering donations to Kids Vision for Life, which is a program that supplies kids in schools that need eye care and glasses.
So that's why it's so important to you.
It is so important. Yeah, I have 3 girls. 2 of them are in glasses now. And it's startling to find out that 1 in 4 children out there need vision care, but are not able to get it. So this is a great campaign that brings it to them.
So, Stephen, why is it so important that kids who need glasses get them?
Well, one of the main reasons is in school. I mean, sometimes people don't connect the dots between poor vision and learning. So children need to see the board. So vision is so very important in those early ages so they can be successful in school and successful in life.
So is there some way that our viewers can get involved, whether they know a child that needs glasses or maybe just somehow to help?
Well, first of all, there's a website. It's theeyesolution.com. There you can find a lot of information for your family about eye care, and you can also upload your pictures on that site. And just by doing that, just by sharing your picture with the #ISawGood hashtag, you are a part of essentially helping thousands of kids out there who need eye care.
Any new projects coming down the pike?
Yes. I'm busy right now writing a book, developing a TV show that I hope to shoot in the fall. I would love to bring that to people out there.
Jennie, Stephen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon with important information about how to help kids see. Guys, thank you so very much. Well, if you'd like more information on what Jennie and Stephen discussed today, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab. And a concern for many of us to consider, and it may have even crossed your mind, technology and the impact it's having on our eyes. Have you ever thought about it? Technology plays such a big role in your everyday life. It seems like we're always looking at a screen, whether it's the home computer, the computer at work, maybe a tablet, maybe a smartphone, maybe even a TV. Dr. Catherine Miller is a doctor of optometry with Chesapeake Eye Center with locations in Berlin, Millsboro, and Salisbury. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
This really isn't something new. I remember growing up when my parents told me to back up from the TV. This has been a problem for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the same thing, get away from the TV.
Just too close, just too close. So in trying to pay attention to things like this, we're looking at the tablets, we're looking at the phones, we're looking at laptops. What are some of the symptoms we need to pay attention to?
Well, the good news is that none of this technology has been proven to actually damage our eyes.
Okay.
But now we're spending about 7.5 hours a day looking at some sort of a screen, like you said, our tablet, our phone, our computer.
Right.
And with extended use, we can certainly get some discomfort. So things like dryness, eye strain, tension headaches, just uncomfortableness.
So now, when it comes to tension headaches, I just thought that was like a stress thing. Is not necessarily?
Well, stress can cause headaches, that's for sure. But when it comes to screens, more what we're talking about is the brightness. So when you have a bright white background with dark print, that actually causes the muscles on the side of our eyes over here to spasm.
Right.
And I think we all know headaches right here, that's a tension headache.
All right, well, tell me more about dry eyes. How can looking at screens like this cause dry eye?
Every time you blink, your eyelids spread fresh tears over the surface of your eyes. But when we're looking at something up close, so a screen, your phone, we only blink half as much as we normally do. So that means half as many tears on the surface of our eyes, and over that 7.5 hours a day, that can cause quite a bit of dryness.
Okay, so eye strain, you're talking about eye strain. How do I know if I have eye strain?
Well, eye strain is really just a fatigue of the muscles in and all the way around your eyes. When you're looking at something up close, say like within arm's length, all of those muscles need to flex to keep your vision clear.
Right.
Over time, with extended use, those muscles just get tired. And the things that you can look for, is just feeling like you maybe need to close your eyes and rest them for a moment. Or classic would be when you're checking your email and you notice that text is coming in and out of focus a little bit.
Right.
That is textbook eye strain.
Oh, so if I'm, because I realize I do that a lot, I'm having a hard time focus on what it is. I'm trying to grab the reading glasses.
Sure, or maybe you blink a few times trying to get things back into focus.
And that's an eye strain issue.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's the big question then. What can I do to lessen the effects of technology on my eyes?
Yeah, well, you know what? It's actually pretty easy. There's a few things you can do. Number one is you want to make sure that you have the correct vision prescription, whether it's your glasses or your contacts. If you don't have a recent or proper prescription for you, you're really fighting an uphill battle.
Okay.
The second thing that you can do is adjust the contrast setting on your screen. And you can do this on almost any piece of electronics. So you don't want a real bright white background. You want more of a gray, and that's easier on your eyes.
Okay.
The third thing you can do is just make sure your computer is positioned properly. And this is a little bit low, but what you want is for that screen to be at least 20 inches from your eyes. More is better,
okay.
But you want at least 20. You also want the screen to be a few inches below your eyes. So a good rule of thumb is that if the top of your monitor is at eye level or below, you're just fine.
Okay.
And then the last thing, and this is my favorite because it's so easy and it is so effective, is called the 20-20-20 rule. And so what that means is after 20 minutes of looking at your tablet or your computer, just look at something at least 20 feet away, whether it's down a hallway or out a window, just somewhere else, and leave your attention there for 20 seconds.
Okay.
That lets all of the muscles in your eyes and around them kind of relax, stretch out a little bit, and after 20 seconds, you're back to jump into your computer work.
I admit that I like to read in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm always up too close, aren't I?
Absolutely. Especially in bed. You tend to hold things right about there.
Wow. Dr. Catherine Miller, thank you so much for some valuable information.
No problem. Thanks again.
Stuff that I needed as well. If you'd like to learn more about Chesapeake Eye Center, including the effects of technology on our eyes, just go to our website, thelmarvellife.com, and click on the Show tab. And from your eyes to your waistline, losing weight seems to be on the minds of many Americans, but some teenagers are taking it to extremes. From diet pills to starving, we're going to find out how these efforts just might be backfiring. And a little later on, whether you're a kid or an adult, it's so easy to add some excitement to the summer season. We're going to visit Midway Speedway Park in Rehoboth Beach and find out how. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.